I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we
You
have
have
started
very good
recording
point.
the
Yeah.
meeting. Yeah. You say you like the idea?
I liked your profile picture.
Oh, wait. That was taken a long time ago, about
Yeah.
2 years ago, during the period of Jessica or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice for Kamal to be part of this meeting. Now we have the International Dinner Dance. And during the dinner dance, that's when we're going to launch our recipe book. So I'll just outline what we have, then we can discuss it. Then we now take responsibility, assign each, you take what you can handle. And then we have the Koroga, we have the whiskey tasting and the golf tournament. So I wouldn't want us to pack the year with a lot of activities. That's why I just come up with those few events. So let's comment. Any comments before we now go into details?
You said international dinner dance.
Yeah.
That is the first one.
Yeah.
And you said Karoga, you said whiskey tasting and golf tournament. There are 4, are they, or there more?
The International Dinner Dance, that's when we're going to launch our book, recipe books. The cookery book that we had discussed last year, last Rotary year.
Yes.
Then we have the Koroga.
Yes.
And we have the whiskey tasting.
Yes.
And we have the golf tournament.
Okay. So whiskey, I am out. Dinner dance, I am out. Karoga, I mean.
Why do you say you are out for the International Dinner Dance?
I don't dance.
Yeah, but we are the ones coordinating, and because we are going to also launch the recipe book on that day.
Yeah, that's okay. We coordinating is not a problem, but if you tell me to come on the floor and start the dance,
no. We might not even have time to dance because we'll be so busy with the activities. The Koroga, what I was thinking, what I have in mind with Koroga, we can also combine Koroga and the whiskey tasting, because if you don't have food in your stomach, you can't drink whiskey. So I don't know how that will work. In order to encourage, because I'm not a whiskey drinker also, and I don't think Shubrika drinks. So if we are coordinating and we are not part of the event to look somehow. So that's why I was thinking our first Koroga, we can combine it with whiskey tasting. What do you think?
Yeah, either whiskey tasting or make it wine tasting, because if Kamal is involved, he's an expert in wine. He does not taste, he smells and he tells you how good it is.
Yeah, but we can have wine tasting, we can have whiskey tasting and so on. For the whiskey tasting, I have a contact for the EABL lady. I participated in one, and I like actually the way the whole thing was done. So we can request that they come and set up at the venue of the Koroga. So and we said the Koroga we can have like 3 Korogas in a year. So what do you people think? Do we have 3 or we have 2?
3 means what? After every quarter, or after every one, and then after 6 months, and then another one, and then another one?
I think then let's have 3.
We have 3.
Okay. 3 times, yeah. So maybe one Koroga, we have wine tasting. And the second, the first one we have whiskey tasting. Then the second one, we have wine tasting, and the last one, we can just leave our options open. What do you think?
Third one, auction. Auction. And Tambola, I think Tambola also was quite popular.
The what?
You know, Tambola, where you were taking
Tambola.
those. Yeah.
Housey.
Yeah, then we can have it, have that one for our last Koroga. How
Okay.
about that?
Yeah.
And who will be in charge of that now?
We'll find somebody. I think it was Arun. Arun Diwani is expert at it. So at least we can ask him to conduct it.
Okay. Yeah, the first one is a Koroga with whiskey tasting. Then when do we hope? We also have to plan our calendars. We have this meeting. When do we hope to have this? You have your, let's check the calendar.
Well, we are already, July is finished, August.
Mm.
So we can have the first one when? In September?
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah. September, what do you want it on a Saturday? Is it on a weekend or on a Friday?
Usually, I think Friday works because Friday is Sunday.
So let's have it on 16th. How about that?
When?
16th September is a Friday.
Okay, I will still be around. Yeah, we can have it 16th.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Then we have the next one, maybe December or January.
December, I think people will be very busy for the Christmas and then whatever preparation.
Yeah.
So we say it in January 27th.
No, we can have it January.
27th, eh? Second Koroga. That is with wine tasting. Wine and cheese, huh? Then Kappa can be involved with this. What do you think, Shibrika?
Yeah, she can help us out.
No, because she has a cheese company, so we can
Cheese,
have
yeah.
So we can have a Koroga, a wine and cheese tasting.
Yeah.
So
Yes, January.
Yeah, January 27th, eh?
It's again a Friday?
It's on a Friday, last Friday of the month.
Okay.
And the last one? It should be between April, May. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so what date are we looking if it's going to be in April?
Well, third Friday. What is third Friday in April?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 28th. On the
28th.
28th, yeah.
Okay. That is with auction and the bola.
Okay, this is April 28th. Yeah, Koroga. Mhm. Mm. Pipi Kama, welcome.
Thank you. And how are you?
I'm fine.
How is Belgium?
Yeah, Belgium is okay. We had our national day yesterday. We went,
Okay.
yeah, we went out.
It's nice and hot.
It's yeah, it's quite hot. I want to sit outside because there's a lot of noise inside. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm now outside the house.
Nice.
Sorry. So later we will go through what we had discussed a bit. So we have finished the third Koroga.
Yeah. Maybe you can just brief Kamal what we have discussed.
Okay. We had discussed, we are just planning the calendar of the Koroga of our fundraising, because what I'm trying to avoid is for us to take too much during this Rotary year. It's better the fewer activities, the better for us, so that we will be able to plan it better. And okay, so we have about 4, let's call it like 3 activities. We have the international dinner dance, where we'll be launching our recipe book. We also have Koroga, and we have whiskey tasting and wine tasting and golf tournaments. So what we have we started with the date for the Koroga. So we just thought we could combine the wine tasting and Koroga. Likewise with whiskey also. So the second one, we have only 3 times Koroga in a year, this Rotary year. So we'll be able to now plan better based on that. So I don't know we are still planning on the Koroga. The last
Good
Koroga will be
idea.
on the 28th. And the first one will be on the
28th of?
Sorry, 28th of April.
28th of?
April.
April, okay.
So the second one will be 27th of January 27th, combined with wine and cheese tasting. And the first one we have said will be in September, 16th of September. So that one will be for whiskey tasting. So we just combined the 2 together. So that's what that is where we are, and that's what we have planned for Koroga calendar now. So if there's any amendment, any question, any inputs, I will be glad to take that.
No, it's good. That's very good.
So it's possible to combine the whiskey and wine, whiskey and Koroga.
Whiskey tasting, isn't it?
Sorry?
You said whiskey tasting.
Yeah, whiskey tasting. I say we combine it with Koroga. As we are having our Koroga, we also have whiskey tasting on the side. I attended one, it was really very good. What I also observed on that day, you can't just drink whiskey without eating. So people were just busy ordering something, some bites. So imagine if you have the Koroga and we have already food and so on. So we can combine that. So likewise, wine tasting and cheese. wine and cheese. We combine with koroga so that people have something in their stomach. It's not always good to drink without food in your stomach. So that's why we come up with that. So I don't know, what do you think, everyone?
No, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, it's always good to include, food along with drinks.
Okay, thank you. So for the first koroga, I think I will coordinate that. We were a team, we have to work as one. For the second koroga, wine and cheese, I think Shubrika or Kamal, Pipi Kamal, will you want to come? Okay, Pipi Kamal will coordinate the second one.
Kamal is expert in wine tasting.
Yeah, then the last one, it will be done by Pipi, our doctor in the house, Pipi Salim.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So now we now have two more events. We have the golf tournament. Okay. We have the golf tournament and international dinner dance. No, I'll see you in the morning. No problem. Yeah. Sorry. I was just saying bye-bye to our visitor. They are going out now. So international dinner dance, let's discuss that in detail. So let me first tell you what I have in mind. What I have in mind for the international dinner dance is this will be coordinated by our cooking club. Our cooking club, I don't know why it's taking time to kick off. So we're going to really, maybe in September, we'll have our first meeting and we'll discuss that in details. So what we would like to see happen during the international dinner dance will be the cooking club getting into the hotel. So at least make something that we can tell that, okay, this is from Nigeria or Belgium, this is from India, like this is from Kenya, typical Kenyan dishes. That's why we want to have that, so that we want to represent the dinner should represent our club. So that's what I have in mind. And that same day, we're also going to launch our recipe book. So that's what I have in mind. I don't know if there's any other thing that you want to add. Pipi Kamal?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I said
that's a
that.
good
Will you
idea.
want to? Yeah, it's a good idea. So, how do we actualize the events? How do we make it a success to raise money?
You mean the international dinner, right?
Yeah, international dinner dance. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let me just scratch my head, and I can put something on the group maybe sometime next week.
Okay. So, but
and what month were you thinking that?
Yeah, that's also what we'll be looking at the calendar. Since we have, it will not affect. I was thinking about we have that in March 2023.
Okay. I was going to suggest sometime in November so that we can combine that. That's something like an all-inclusive membership in terms of our culture, all cultures within our club.
Okay.
So if you had something like that as an international event and have it sometime during just about the third week of November, that can start our festivities.
Okay. When is don't forget about Diwali. When is Diwali?
End of October.
Okay. So we can take our international dinner dance.
So if we do it second or third week of November, then we are combining both Diwali, Eid. I think Diwali and Christmas.
Okay, do we say we have it? We're looking at international dinner to be in November.
Salim, when is your Ramzan?
Ramzan should be, I think, in June.
Yeah, we won't have anything there.
Okay.
We won't. Yeah, we just try to plan our calendar, then we submit it to the board so that we don't have a lot of things happening at the same time,
Yeah.
and also so that members also will be able to plan their trips, their traveling, and so on. So it will really help us a lot. So
So this event, we can also plan it with the family of Rotary, so it becomes like a Christmas party and a Diwali party, but in between.
yeah, I think family of Rotary, they have their own. They share their calendar with us. So let's try to separate the two, so that
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
they share their calendar. Mumbi share the calendar during our Wednesday meeting. So there's nothing like dinner or something. I don't know. So when are you people with your calendar? You can have a look at the calendar and see. So
yeah, let me just open the calendar.
November.
So if we're looking at Sunday around 26th or 19th or the 26th, which is a Saturday.
Okay.
Or even a Sunday afternoon.
I think because preferable, I mean, we can have it Saturday afternoon, or I think Saturday afternoon will be fine because of it's a family thing. So people will be able to have a day to relax or rest before they go back to their job on Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
So we pegged to be 19th. But there's going to be a lot of work to be done, because now we have to, yeah, anyway, everything is doable. Everything is doable. Yeah, so 19th will be our dinner dance and the recipe something. Our recipe book. So, Shubrika, you've been quiet?
No, I'm just listening. It's okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. So part of the program that was shared on Wednesday, it has nothing to do with it. So we don't also want to clash with yeah. So that's easy. Now the last event, golf tournaments. When do you suggest we have our golf tournament? PP Kamal.
You know, and Kalpa was saying usually we have it in February.
Yeah.
This time it was delayed because of other things. So, and the Prime Bank themselves also prefer February. So maybe because they are the ones who are sponsored, perhaps we should coordinate and try to have it when it's convenient for them. And it is February, then we should book earlier the golf club also.
Okay, so PP Salim, can I give you that job to coordinate, since I'm away? So maybe you should go find out from them when will it be convenient for them. So maybe in our next meeting, then you can write on the chat so that we know exactly when we are going to have the golf tournament. And PP Kamal, you have to look for a hotel that will be convenient for us to have a international dinner dance. And
Sure.
bear in mind that we would like also to, food from outside is not allowed. So maybe you have to tell them that we also have to, the idea is for us to actually go into the kitchen and cook. I know LICO and Intercontinental always allow the West African women or the Francophone women to cook. but those hotels are no
Those-
longer
But
existing.
unfortunately, two of those, your francophone women closed them down.
I don't think so. I think it's just a mismanagement. So we have to
Fine,
look
I
for
will-
a
I will-
hotel.
I will talk to the hotels which are here and let's see how we can work with them.
Yeah, that have and what capacity will we be looking at for
Yeah, I'll drop the plans, and as I said, sometime next week, I'll put them on the group.
okay then. So I leave you
Yeah.
for that, the venue
Yeah.
and the charges also. As we
Yeah.
might make food for 20 or each group, like if I want to make jollof or I want to make a Belgian dish, I can make for 5 or 10 or 20 people. But the hotel also will make some food. So it's just for us to tell them that okay, this is what the cook club could do. So that's the reason. Then maybe
Sure.
we also get the rates for us. Well, we also don't forget it's a fundraising. We also want to make some extra money for the club.
Sure, not a problem, not a problem. Also, if Salim is looking after the golf tournament, I would recommend him to talk to Kalpa, because the guy who heads all the golf tournaments on behalf of Prime Bank, who is part of the Prime Bank staff, Kalpa's got a good rapport with him now, because she was involved with the last golf tournament. So if Salim can speak to Kalpa and get in touch with this guy, we can start planning now, so that we do a better golf tournament this year than what happened last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Kamal. This is actually what was going through my mind, that I will contact her. I also know that guy, but it's better we go through Kalpa, because Kalpa has already been freshly
True.
with him.
Yeah. I'll find
okay,
out from her if we can add her to the group, because
we were lucky that sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We were lucky that Prime Bank donated 350,000, and they did some raffles, an auction, and then also the amount of the entries. So I think they covered about 800,000. But if it wasn't for Kalpa's pushing around and other people coming on board, like CSI as a second sponsor, they would not even have reached 500,000.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So so PP Salim, you get in touch with Kalpa. I will find out from Kalpa if I will also add her to the group, because there's no need to have 20 names. Out of the 20 names, we only have 2 or 3 people running around. That's why I like to work with very few who I know that you can actually count on them.
No, I suggest you add her name, and I'll talk to her that we have incorporated you as one of our members.
Yeah, I will send her a message and I will add her. No problem. Yeah. Then the rest now, back to the international. That's why I said the international dinner dance. It's not only about the cooking. We also have to now start pushing members to submit their recipe. PP Salim, that will be your job. They will submit to you. We are going to compile it together with the help of all of us. They will just send all the recipes to you. Then we compile it together to make because also there we plan to raise money by company like APA, for instance, try to advertise in the book, in the recipe book, so that we'll be able to make some good money out of it. So we look for sponsors. That's also how we get money to print the recipe book. So we look for sponsor for it. And PP Salim, it's your job now. When you've done, I think you have already, there was a form which you are supposed to circulate. So I think after this meeting, you circulate the form, maybe tomorrow, to members to submit their recipe. We're compiling the recipe of our club, so that people will be able to submit their recipe, and we have to give the deadline. The deadline should be middle of October. Would that be too early?
Middle of October, or you mean this year?
Yeah, the dinner dance is in November. So, and that's why we plan to launch the book. So if we have to have it printed.
That form I prepared, I think I sent it to whom did I send? I even don't remember if I kept a copy also.
Maybe to Irina. Irina was supposed to be part of this group, but I don't know why she has not said anything. So we just leave it as it is. So if you try to see if you have the copy, if you have it, share it in the group. Let's look at it again, and we try to amend it or add something to it. We just give them middle of October because we also require time to write out all the recipe, put it together, and so on. So yeah, I will try to see if I will get Margareta so that she'll be the one to coordinate the recipe and so on. I will speak to her. Then we add her job now is to compile all the recipes together. We take it, we get it, and we compile it together so that we'll be able to have a very good recipe book. So what do you think? Shubrika, you've been quiet?
Yeah, the ideas are wonderful. Just actually, the only thing is whenever you feel that anything I can do, just let me know. I'll try to do it.
No problem. But you are part of we are all here. We are part of the cooking club.
Yeah. Yeah. No, even the other things, whatever you feel that, there is some responsibility which I can pay off well, you just tell Shubrika, you have to do this and I'll do it.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
help us.
Yeah.
The book, we want to kick it out of get it going, because that one requires a lot of time. And yeah. So PP Salim will send us if he finds the book, the form, you send it, let's look at it again and try to do the correction so that we can add the deadline and who to submit it to. I will speak to Margareta this evening. I will send her a message so that we can have it at the background going. I mean, let's everyone start doing what they can do. Yeah, that's it. So that is the program. That's all from me. So let's hear from everyone, starting from Shubrika. I would like you to be talkative like me now.
The plan is wonderful. And wine tasting and all those things, yes, definitely. I don't have much idea about these events. I don't drink. I don't eat non-veg, but but I'll be super at coordinating. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, in most of the Koroga thing, we're all together. You see, we work as a team. How do you learn? You only learn by participating. So, and I like your idea. You always like to go, to help out where you can. There is no air about it. So, yeah.
Some branding, because, it's a fundraising event.
Yeah.
It's a normal event. So, the branding has to be really good. So that's why, that's how we can attract more corporates and more sponsors, I feel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe we'll also include some event, coverage plans and media coverage plans along with it, so that, corporates can be more, they feel that, yes, this event is going to be worthwhile for them.
Okay. So your job now, Shubrika, will be after this meeting, because this is a fundraising where PP Salim will be dealing with the form, and we have to send the form out latest by Monday. So we have to look at it and do the correction. That is one. And secondly, we need members from our club or outside, not necessarily a Rotarian, to buy some page to advertise their company. in the recipe book. That's how we're going to also make money. So we have to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Either by email, or we're going to write to them to like APA. I know he normally gets APA, and we have even Susan. I think she would like to advertise business there.
Yeah.
So we're going to send a short note. That one I'm going to coordinate to members, family of Rotary. Those, I mean, the two groups, family of Rotary and Rotary Club. Those who would like to make a full page or quarter page. So it's now between us now to know how much do we charge members.
Yes.
How much are we? How much do we charge members? Because we need money to print those the books, the recipe book.
Recipe book. True.
Yeah.
So, be charging from all the members, or the ones who are going to do cooking and who are going to get their recipes in the book, or how is it going to be?
Okay, how it's going to be is, you know, it's just like a magazine, but this one is a booklet. If you want to advertise your business in that recipe book, how much do we charge a member? First of all, I don't know the cost of printing. I'm going to find out. Then we'll follow it. How much do we charge? Half a page or full page? So not people doing the cooking. So if you want to get like a page for yourself, for your business, except among us, if I want to advertise there, I also have to pay something. So it has nothing to do with the cook club or people going into the kitchen to cook and so on. You understand? It's like advertising your business and so on. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you just want to add recipes to that, or you want to make it something, you know, maybe we covering the events of the year, or some special letters from maybe the president of the year or something of that sort.
No, what will happen? Like, I wish I have the directory here. No, I'm far away. In our Rotary directory, we have the phone numbers and the contact of all the members. That's what used to happen. But inside the same directory, we also have some of our members who pay to advertise their business.
I understood.
Yeah, that's what
we will charge. Yeah,
we have a recipe. We also have
understood.
people advertising. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understood. I am asking is, you know, maybe there are a few people who won't be interested in advertising in a recipe book. So, you know, that's what I was thinking, that what else are we going to put in that recipe book? Anything else, or only recipes? So how do we attract?
No, we are going to write a bit history of our club. And if possible, we're also going to put the names of all the past presidents. You know, when we do that also, that's how we generate some money. Why this recipe book?
Yeah. Interesting to people who don't like cooking, or who are not much into cooking. You know, it should be kind of social magazine for family of Rotary, isn't it? What do you say?
Oh, it's something that like for instance, there was a community where I grew up, and there is an international community. So what happened is they also came out to write a recipe book. You know, they put all the recipe books together. So it's not only for, if I look in my house, I know I find it's not only for them. It's for a lot of people now are interested. Like now, if I want to cook Indian food, like what you made the last time, it's a matter of me going through. It's not only meant for our club. Other members also could buy it. Buy the book, like, okay, I like this, let me go and try out this recipe.
Nowadays, in these times when people actually go to YouTube and find out the recipes.
Yeah, but there are some recipes that they don't put in YouTube, except like now, you go to an Indian restaurant, there is a particular way maybe your grandmother used to cook, and those spices are missing. You just say, oh, this, yeah. So those are that was why I said, let it be authentic. Let it be something that you cannot find in
Find
the,
in the
yeah. So that's it. We have to try, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, this is actually good.
It's
Yeah,
good,
and
right?
yeah, it's good. So it's actually voluntary, and people so do we decide a particular amount and ask them to put sponsor, or we leave it to them, like maybe
No, we have to decide.
okay, we have to decide.
No, that's one way. Maybe by the time we meet by next month, that's we're going to decide. We send out the emails, the messages, and tell them we are planning to have this book launch on so dates. If they want to advertise on that recipe book, let them get in touch. But normally they do. Like someone like Ashok, he always gets a page for his business, and I know we have more people. Maybe Clinton, I know he has a company somewhere would like to advertise. So that book alone can fetch us close to maybe between 200 and 300,000 if we really push very hard. Yeah.
Yeah, even Kalpa would be interested to advertise.
Exactly.
I think.
Now you know. Yeah. Now. Yeah.
No, from the start itself, but I wanted to know that should we put a particular amount for them, and how we prove to them that it is lucrative to them as well.
No, I think we'll have to agree on an amount. Usually
Yeah.
that the front page so much, middle page so much, off page so much. We have to decide and say this is the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since PP Salim is the money person, he's going to handle the money aspects. Actually, in the group, PP Salim will be our treasurer. As is to make no, you're going to be our treasurer, PP Salim.
You're burdening me with too many things.
No, yeah, but it's not something that you cannot. It's not something you cannot handle. Even PP Kamal, he will handle so many things happening. He's looking for the venue. We talk nicely to people.
Kamal is a young
Like,
guy. He can do it.
No, PP Salim, you are the money person, and PP Kamal, all this the adverts, running around getting us things. He knows really how to speak and convince people. Yeah. So that's his job. Yeah.
So you know how much somebody can pay out of the experience, how much people have been paying all these years.
Yeah. No, he has a lot. We have a lot to learn from you, PP Salim and PP Kamal. So forgive me if you are getting a lot of work. So I'm still learning. So PP Kamal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had you are the one now to convince the members now to advertise on our recipe book, or any other Rotarian outside there who would like to participate. I've lost him. So that's it. That's
I lost you there for a while, Anne.
Yeah, I said the recipe book, since we are going to launch it and we want people, our members also to advertise on the inside the magazine, half page or full page. So we are going to determine how much do we charge for half page, how much do we charge for full page. So you'll be the one now to convince the members to advertise inside the magazine. But first we have to collect the recipe. And yeah.
Done.
Yeah, thank you very much. So your AOB?
Yeah, and everybody's got a lot of work. I think we need to bring in a bit more people so we can divide. And
yeah, I'm adding 2 people after the meeting. I'll add 2 more people here.
Some of the things that we're good at, but I think you're good at bringing on board the new members, convincing them to join. So maybe if you'd look at the new members, ask them to come. We're there to run in shadow with them.
Exactly.
But it's good if they take the lead.
Yeah, Marilyn send an apology. So she's also another new member that I'm trying to mentor to. I'm not giving up on her. So she will join us in our next meeting. Actually, I told her she's going to be the secretary of the group so that we give her responsibility to run. So I'll add 2 other people to our committee. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate. We have a few more minutes. PP Salim.
No, I'm okay. I think let me digest what you have given me and see how we can move.
Okay, okay. Shubrika, your AOB?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for the meeting. So we meet again next month, and by then we give our updates. So PP Salim will be expecting the form so that we can work behind the scene before we can now circulate the form out. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, fine. All right. Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Good night all. Have a nice weekend.
Good
And
night.
enjoy amongst longer nuts.
Yeah, PP Salim, enjoy and keep sending so many pictures.
All right.
Yeah, good night. Night.
Bye.
Yeah.